Howard is now just Barbara Walters. He does kiss-ass interviews to celebrities, and people claim he's a great interviewer. I can talk about this every day. He's not a great interviewer. He gets, because of how famous he is and his reputation, he gets to talk to everybody. So that confuses people. But he's not, I'll tell you why he's not a great interviewer, because he changes his whole approach and his style, and it's creepy and weird. He lowers his voice, and he's not being himself. Like when Ron Bennington, Ron Bennington is hands down way better at interviewing than Howard Stern. Way better. Now, have I enjoyed some of the Howard Stern interviews? Yes. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I've listened to a few of his interviews, and I'm like, wow, these are really good. But I think it's because he gets these celebrities that don't do a lot of interviews, and they are opening up. But Howard's part in it is just weird. He lowers his voice, and he's just very what's the word I'm looking? It's kind of douchey, to be honest with you, because we all know who the regular Howard is, and he's almost playing like the role of an interviewer for a movie or something. And then you tune in Ron, and Ron's just being Ron, talking to a guy. I think to be a great interviewer, you just gotta talk to the guy. You don't change your whole style and approach. You don't change your rhythm and your voice. If you're Howard Stern, just talk to Dave Grohl like you're just talking to a guy. But it's hilarious that people talk about how he's a great interviewer. Is he a good interviewer? Does he get the job done? Is it helping make money for SiriusXM? All that is true. But he's not a great interviewer. Ron Bennington runs circles around him without even trying. Dead fool. No, he's terrible now. Dull and boring. That thing he did from his house with his celebrity friends was awful. Yeah, now Howard's trying to get into the whole live streaming world because he's finally like, oh, live stream. Yeah, live streaming, you dummy. You idiot. And then that idiot will go, oh, I invented live. Now everyone's doing it, Robin. Now everyone's live streaming because I did that thing in my house. No, shut up. I took a peek of that. It was really bad. It was really bad. Howard thinks everyone is just as damaged as he is and spends the interview trying to convince them that they actually feel bad for their success and it's all their mother's fault. Is that his MO? Oh, Howard Stern's a goofball. I always thought of him as a goofball. He wasn't a tough guy. I know he wasn't a tough guy because he never took me and Anthony on head to head. He always played his dumb games behind the scenes. Oh, that's really funny, dead fool. The interviews I've heard, that's kind of accurate. Howard should get rid of everybody. I mean, everybody. And just turn on the mic with Robin and have Fred, obviously in studio doing his thing. And that's it. And get rid of everybody and just talk. Because if you want to know the truth, when Howard's just talking about his day-to-day life and being very open and honest, that's still damn good. The interviews are goofy because he changes his delivery and his voice. The Shock Jock stuff stinks. No one's being shocked anymore. The amount of videos I see on a daily basis that would have been massive bits on the Opie and Anthony show, and it's like this now. It's nothing. It's oh wow, oh wow, oh yeah. It's nothing. And he doesn't realize that whole thing has passed him by. So if I was him, I would just literally, and he would have way less pressure. Way less pressure. He doesn't even have to go in studio. I would just turn on the mic with Robin, talk for an hour, 2 hours, do a stupid interview, and that's it. That would be a great listen. But instead, he's still trying to do dumb Shock Jock stuff.